Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together as we welcome Mr. Zahir Mirza. He will be speaking about engaging with the next, what it takes to keep up with the new. So
that almost sounds like a death. I'm still alive. Still, ऐसा इतना तारीफ सुन के जिंदा हूँ जिंदा. So thing is, becoming old, you get to hear, the experience allows you such great praises. I think it's only age. It's no big achievement. First of all, thank you for showing up. The biggest thing about embracing the new is showing up, being there. Everything what Anu and others spoke, you all spoke, is actually so true. कुछ बदला नहीं है actually. If you see a pencil, at one stage the pencil was technology and people were revolting against it. A slate actually, where people wrote on a chalk. There was in Ireland a priest who started writing on a slate, and they said the Satan's hand has come, Shaitan ka haath aa gaya. So nothing really has changed. It's not that famous thing कि climate change नहीं हुआ, हम बदल गए. It is, we have, and especially we are communicators who use communication and understanding people where we want to engage. We have to connect with the new and constantly stay ahead of the curve. And so this subject is very important. I am not going to tell you about brands. You guys know about brands. You all, in fact, you all have won great awards building big brands, and I was seeing that and I was feeling so good, and some of these ideas are fabulous. What I'm going to tell you is my experience in the last 7 years, which has changed my life. A few days back, I turned 16, and 16. And a few days back, I just realized I'm a effing influencer. I've got millions of likes on it. So that has happened in my life. So let me share my life with you and how the new has changed my life. So I joined advertising in the 90s, where print was very big. And everybody said print, nothing will kill print. And we saw. Then black and white. There was a time when I used to work with Unilever, when we used to present an ad, the brand manager would go and put the color down and see it in black and white. And बोलेंगे Geeta from Gorakhpur will see it in black and white. ये सब चलता था. And we have moved on. The people who do not embrace the new will always complain about the audience and the distraction and the things of what the new audience is doing. When we were the new audience, the old people complained about us. So let me tell you my experience. This is the new. You know this? This is a roach. We roll a joint with this. But I have used it for present. So It all happened in 2019. I was in Himachal Pradesh. Uh, I was fed up of advertising because डैंड्रफ प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व नहीं हुआ है, लोग गोरे नहीं हो रहे थे, और गाड़ियाँ 30 साल पहले भी माउंटेन्स पे चलती थी वैसे, एंड आज भी वैसे ही चल रही. सो आई सेड, क्या यार, व्हाट एम आई डूइंग? सो लेट मी, आई हैड नो, आई वाज फेड अप विद व्हाट आई एम डूइंग. So I was in Himachal all alone, and I saw an eagle molting. You know what molting is? Any one of you? Yeah. Where they take off their feathers to get new feathers. And that I said, I want to do that. And I left a very successful advertising career immediately after that trip. I came to Mumbai, I put in my papers, and I joined Sir J.J. School of Art as an adjunct teacher at a salary of 25 to 30,000 rupees. Nothing. But in hindsight, that was the best decision, because at that time I started learning how the young people behave, and really that changed my life completely. If any one of you gets a chance to teach, if any one of you gets a chance to teach young people, please grab it with all your 4 hands, because that is the best way to stay connected with the new and learn. And I found that. So I joined Sir J.J. School of Art, and these two were my first batch. They are your teachers. Teaching is the best way to learn, because every single day you are learning new things from them. Most other teachers who are career teachers at that stage were complaining that these guys don't come to school on time, they don't come to college on time, they don't turn up on time. So I said, yes, they don't turn up on time because they have Netflix accounts. We didn't have Netflix account. So I said, I'll teach them online. And we started something called beducation. When they were just going to bed, I said, I'll do a 10 o'clock class, 10 to 11. And it was such a hit. They started turning up to education, and then I said, chalo now, we are having great fun online, let's do it offline in school. And everybody turned up. It is our responsibility to understand young people. And I say this because today most of our audience is going to be of that age. I think across the world, I just saw the numbers, it is around 36% or more, a little more than that, which is people below 25 and between 16 and. So we have to embrace the new. And something which the earlier panel said, that nothing has changed, and I actually agree with it. We never understood it. How many of you have watched Tour de France or know about Tour de France? Yes. Tour de France was actually an engagement exercise for a newspaper done 150 years back. A newspaper was not selling well. Some madcap young Gen Z type of guy who used to ride cycles said, cycle race karte hain across the Pyrenees and the Alps, which will be the tougher than only we can cover it because I can go by cycle there. And it started selling that newspaper, and then it became a property on its own. Similarly, in India it is, abroad it's Harley Davidson, and in India it is These are brand, it's Enfield, which do not sell a product, they have embraced the new. Actually, when I was growing in a small town called Belgaum, दूध वालों का साइकिल था, मोटरसाइकिल या लठैत लोगों का. But today it is bros who go to Ladakh, right? So 10 things which we complain and which I have learned, I'm going to share that with you. The first thing is when we talk about the new generation and the new, we talk about the distraction. Let's deal with the distraction. When we talk about distraction, we are more distracted than them, or as much distracted than them, but we don't see that. That I can tell you for sure. If you want to give up alcohol, you have to replace it with sport or some other thing. So similarly, to deal with the distraction of the thing, you have to give something new. This generation doesn't take boredom. लेता ही नहीं. And if you want to be boring, and the same, the best creative killer is this one line, ऐसा ही करते हैं. And this is how it is done. This generation just gives us a kick where we require. These two sitting here are my friends, and today they are partners in my business. Okay. So this is the second thing I tell. Make the Gen Z your friends. Do not talk down to them. Listen to them. They can be cruel. They can be very tough on you. But when you make them your friends, you will understand that they live in a different universe. And that has helped me a lot. All these are my friends, and they say अरे तुरे and to me, but मेरा Instagram में अगर 1.5 million views गया एक हफ्ते में, then I don't mind that. I don't mind that. How do I make friends with them? Number 3, learn a new skill from them. I always go to them and say, अरे मेरे को ये नहीं आता है यार, कैसा करने का बता ना. अरे तुम बुड्ढे लोग ऐसा ही करते हो. This fine. When you learn with them and when you go down to their level, they start respecting you, because we talk down to these people. We talk down to young generation, which I feel and this I'm talking to marketeers. Let's stop it. Talk to them, use their voice. I'm sure. But when you're working with them and they are working with you, I hear this a lot. अरे Gen Z ऐसा है, Gen Alpha ऐसा है, अरे work-life balance, no. The moment we berate them, हमारे टाइम पे LinkedIn नहीं था. There was a headhunter. We had to go to a headhunter to look for a job. There are 15 other options. And उनके बाप ने पैसा बनाया, हमारे पास क्रेडिट कार्ड नहीं था. सोशलिस्ट इंडिया था, इनको चाहिए भी नहीं, they then just leave that job. If you berate them, they just leave you and you learn, you miss out on learning from them. Seriously. So don't just be patient and say, ऐसा नहीं. अरे अगर देख ऐसा करता तो शायद ऐसा होता, देख लेना कैसा कर, शायद देख ट्राई कर. And it has worked with me. It's worked with me in JJ completely. I have made a lot of money with them. I saw a recent ad recently, which is done, I'm sure it's not done by the Gen Z, which is Deepika Padukone and Ranveer Singh talking about some, अरे तुमने ये ऑर्डर किया, and I was watching it with the Gen Z, बोले ये क्या बकवास है, इन लोग ऐसा कभी बोलेंगे क्या, तूने ये एसी ऑर्डर क्यों किया ना, उनको टाइम ही नहीं है सब के लिए, राइट. और रणवीर कपूर मगर तूने एसी ऑन रखा, अरे उनका एसी कभी ऑफ होता ही नहीं है. द जेन ज़ी टोल्ड टू मी, हाउ कैन यू मेक एड्स फॉर दिस जनरेशन लाइक दैट. दे हैव लो टॉलरेंस फॉर फेकरी बट हाई टॉलरेंस फॉर ब्रेन रॉट. बिकॉज ब्रेन रॉट इज एंटरटेनमेंट, मजा आता है. कुछ दादरला जाते मी, something दादरला जाते, some nonsense. I don't know, because it's fine, it's okay, because they are buying it for the honesty. Brain rot, they know कि ये brain rot है, but brain rot which comes in an ad where रणवीर सिंह को दीपिका बोलती है तू इंस्टामार्ट से किया नहीं ऑर्डर किया, तू इतना खर्चा क्या करता है. अरे ये लोग इन लोग का ड्राइवर हमसे ज्यादा पैसा कमाता है क्या नहीं. सो डोंट they really this is what I have understood. We recently started a community for painting and art, and this happened about 10 days, a week back. If you go to my, and please follow my Insta, this is a plug now, Zahir Mirza, ZAHIRMIRZA. Okay now, okay, ठीक है, बस अब ये ad. Okay, we started a community for art. The same Gen Z which we all gave labels to has written, and you can see, it's there for you to see, that this is giving me so much peace, this is giving me so much talk. There are so many young people who came to meet me and said so many wonderful things, and I'm not talking of a random 5-6, I'm talking of hundreds and thousands of people who are calling me to places because we started a community and meaningful things for them. So I request, as brand custodians, as brand owners, and especially in times when their jobs are being challenged by machines, connect with their hearts, please. And that will happen only if your brands and you create communities. अब खत्म नहीं हुआ, ताली बजती हुई का आई थिंक खत्म हो गया. One thing I learned, and one thing all of you should do, is it's very easy to sit and say, कल I saw the Mumbai Indians match, अरे क्या shot मारा, क्या हार्दिक पांड्या and all that. I know when I go to that local turf or when I play tennis, how difficult it is to get across that shot. So when you see content, it's so easy to comment and troll and give armchair gyan. I request you, each one of you, to try and create content. फट के आदमी आ जाएगी, बराबर है, बराबर है, क्योंकि मेरी भी आई थी. Only when you create content you realize how different that universe is, how different that world is. They taught me, and I said, "चलो create करते हैं." And have you seen that it reached 7 million views? बताऊं क्या तुमको? सब adults हैं क्या पहले इधर? Is anybody below age? Huh? So I created a content which reached 7 million views, and now I have to remove it because now I don't मजेदार है. It will be fun anyways, and it's entertainment for the night. It was this. That's why I wanted a label mind. Because I've removed it from my feed, I'll show it to you. Anu, watch, बहुत अच्छा content. So this is for, and this is for. So when you want to say without saying, right? And wherever I went to colleges, kids used to be doing this, you know. So we created content, and whenever you create content, it's so good. I thought I in my career I have done 100 or little more than 100 commercials. I was counting that day, and big. Some of them are really big brands and very successful. The moment the aspect ratio became vertical, I couldn't edit it. So this girl said, "Tera edit bakwas hai," and she started editing it. So it is tough. So please create content, and you have a lot to say. So he can do it on how he does his beard, and I would really want to know that. Hard sell, please stop. Hard sell doesn't work, and it's not the new. Hard sell is gone. Creating value and entertainment is important. You have to make sense. If anybody had told me that behind the scenes of making that ad is going to excite people, I would have laughed. But it's exciting people. If somebody said people will make millions on opening boxes and unboxing, I would have laughed a few years back. But I had to. ये बिस्लरी बॉटल जो पड़े हैं ना, हम लोग हंसते थे जो बिस्लरी बॉटल पीता था, आज सब जगह बिस्लरी बॉटल, क्योंकि we used to call it, "Hey, this a mineral water." There were ads which said that, you know. He drinks mineral water, you know, talking down upon them, but today it's normal. So let's embrace the new when it's new. And last, not is trust. You all were talking about trust. Trust is a two-way street. It's not that you have to trust them, and you have to show your trust in them by doing things for them. And today digital allows you to, because it's not a broadcast medium, you can really connect with them. So let's build a two-way street with trust. And lastly, the new is now. And please embrace the new. And this is a new shirt. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mirza. Once again, can you put hands together for Mr. Mirza?